When sleep is really just getting started, who has time for it? No, it has started to become a reality. Why? Guys, it's time to dominate the cryptocurrency industry, and Donald Trump isn't fooling around any longer. He's not kidding when he says that the United States is leading the world in cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, and that he's off to a crypto dinner in Virginia in a short time. Additionally, we will continue to, that's how it is. All right, I've been telling you since the beginning that all of these other nations are taking cryptocurrency seriously. Correct. They don't want to fall behind, but they're going to have a leapfrog moment when America takes over. The United States does not want to lose this race, and it will happen overnight. They intend to support the markets as much as they can, isn't that correct? Additionally, they will consume as many coins as they can. All right, America is on its way. We're pumping nonstop because of this. There's nothing more insane than the fact that BlackRock purchased 7,860 Bitcoin today. That's a lot of Bitcoin, don't you think? That's 8,000, and that's the mark. The other times when that's how much Bitcoin they purchased. Right, not too many times, not too many. In light of the fact that they purchased so much Bitcoin today, it is significant that they are pursuing both Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is the primary subject of today's video. Since it feels like it's just getting started, it's about the entire season. I reiterate that the moon supports our theory. Since BlackRock recently purchased $26 million worth of Ethereum on Coinbase, it's time for the cryptocurrency to rise. Therefore, in order for Ethereum to surge, these organizations are assaulting Ethereum in addition to consuming Bitcoin at the quickest rates feasible. Should take matters into their own hands and leave the marketplace? Why? Because Ethereum is the king of all coins, they are going to pump it, which will herald the end of the season. I was aware that Ethereum had died when it was around 1.5x, and I know that everyone and their grandmothers have stated the same thing. I even stated that I think it's undervalued and examine the current situation and predict what will continue to rise. All right, we will discuss my charts and everything else shortly. The absurd thing is that $8 million worth of Ethereum may be purchased. He lost $2.6 million when he purchased it back. Don't sell your Ethereum, folks. All right, so on April 14th, he sold a total of 2.5x Ethereum here. All right, this whale, alleged whale, he recently purchased 1,500 Ethereum, which is equivalent to 3.8 million gas, correct? He simply lost then, because he sold during the bear market, or not the bear, but the recent tariff crash, and you recently purchased back in, he is down $1,000 in Ethereum. Everyone is on the sidelines, as you can see. This is an important lesson. Why would you ever consider selling it when collapses happen and you're just hanging on for dear life? I find it incomprehensible, correct? Particularly if there's already been a drop and the coin is approaching oversold regions, correct? Why? Guys, do you know why? Emotions and fear are to blame, correct? That's the reason. That fear is the most terrifying emotion, isn't it? Because it takes over and then you people make this kind of error, all right? At least he purchased it back. Then yesterday, we had a $600,000 inflow into an Ethereum ETF. All right, now money is beginning to flow into Ethereum, which will end Bitcoin's dominance and mark the end of the season. Guys, that way we have been discussing and locating the Bitcoin whale is correct. He has been hankering after Bitcoin. He has been lusting for Bitcoin for 800 million, but now he is now lusting for Ethereum, which is quite lovely because, as you may recall, he desired for Bitcoin prior to this current pump. Ethereum is like maybe it's about to go next. The cost to enter is 2,666. All right, and it has been increasing. His position is long 25x of 60 million males. Really lovely, isn't it? Our goal is to see a flow of wealthy people. He is still rather long. Now, these whales, these Bitcoin whales, are taking some of the profits from their Bitcoin and putting them into altcoins. Pepe, on the other hand, is long with millions and long Sui with millions of other people. Money moves in this manner, folks, from Bitcoin to Ethereum, followed by XRP and S currencies. The money pours down in this manner. Here is my technical analysis of the alt season situation. And since it seems like things are starting to make some noise now, alt season is going to happen, which is what's occurring with these altcoins. In particular with cryptocurrencies. Take a look at XRP. It has been rising beautifully. Guys, this is my strategy. All right, now let's look at the dominance chart for Bitcoin. In essence, this chart indicates that Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins when it climbs higher like this. And when it's declining like this, wealthy people who are retail insiders are transferring their money from other coins to Bitcoin. All right, so that's when the insiders exchange your Bitcoin for all other coins, correct? Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, and everything in between, but we're at a really important moment right now, people, because you won't be able to sleep when this starts to fall apart. Every night, every half hour, and every 5 minutes, you will review your portfolio. However, this is how we arrive at that moment. All right, I'll share the crack code with you all here. By the weekly chart, that is. Guys, this is a moving average, and it's approximately 61%. This is how I think it will turn out. It must now maintain this moving average as resistance in that manner. Correct. It will return to its previous level if it continues to hold as support, as this guy does. The dominance of all altcoins will decline, according to this moving average, which applies to all of them, including XRP. When it reaches that stage, it must maintain this yellow moving average as resistance. All right? And all of this liquidity will be seized if it does hold it as resistance throughout. Take a look at the amount of liquidity. There wasn't much back here in the last cycle. When compared to over 10, it was just 6, and that was demonic. Can you fathom what will happen this time? That's right. It will be even more bizarre. The truth will be revealed on this moving average, but the way we would know is by this chart on the weekly glass, right? So many all season is ready to begin. At some moment, we will reach that stage. But for now, it seems good. As for Bitcoin supremacy, it's still at a lower high, so it appears like it's being rejected by extremely beautiful people, especially given the volume, isn't it? I do think it will fall, don't you think? With relation to that moving average, it will be a really important moment to see what transpires at that point, isn't it? We shall see. Subsequently, individuals are attempting to front-run it by claiming that the RSI is collapsing. These signs are indicating that the alt season is currently approaching. MACD cross that is bearish when this declines. Keep in mind that all of a sudden money is flowing from Bitcoin to other cryptocurrencies, causing its supremacy to crumble. Oh my goodness, have a look at this lovely observation. On the smaller time frames, there is a bearish pattern that appears to indicate that the price will soon drop back to that moving average. Well, MACD is breaching trend lines and displaying a bearish cross. Therefore, the ascent of altcoins is really lovely. Money then moves from stocks and gold to Bitcoin during the traditional bull run cycle. Then it floods Ethereum, followed by XRP and all other altcoins. At that point, alt madness occurs. Yes, everyone believes that the cycle is unique. However, as cycles repeat history, it's not men. The future is the password, and the future validates the past. Whoa. This is the altcoin season index. Can you believe it? Additionally, altcoins are indicated when it is at this upper